So
Oh,
this
let me
is Sue
share it.
Greenwald. I'm with Awakened Stories. I'm here today with King Smarty. Yay! For an update. And we're just going to talk about some of the new things that are going on, some of the most recent happenings, and kind of keep everybody in the loop. We're not going to do like major announcements or anything, but it's always interesting to find out what's happening out there.
That's a fact, Jack.
Yep, and I know you've been super busy. So we've got two events that are in process. I know you've had other events. You've posted some video out there, but there's one in Birmingham, Alabama, October 13th from 10 to 2. So that's
Yep.
upcoming for those Jedis that are in Tennessee or Alabama or in that area. And then there's one here in Destin on October 19th from 1 to 5. And
Right.
if you need more information, you can contact me or whatever about those. But those are free to the public events, free family-friendly events, and just the first of many.
That's right. We're also doing the autism walk in New York, the 29th of this month.
Yeah, okay.
So we sponsored that too. We bought a bunch of T-shirts and had a bunch of autism awareness stuff. We got a lot of things going on everywhere.
Okay.
We're getting pushback in certain areas where they basically don't want us there. So
Yeah, yeah. But you just posted a sports event that you sponsored up in Lancaster. And I know there's been the back to school supply giveaway.
mhm.
So there's been a lot of things happening. You've been really, really busy. Really
Yeah,
busy.
really, really busy, really busy.
Exciting.
The PA Sports, we did all the kids' jerseys. We did all the artwork for them. We I paid for the theater to be able to play the games or the Super Bowl kid, the PA
Yeah.
Sports Super Bowl in it.
Yeah.
Um, we got that out the way, and they're going to give me a plaque for sponsoring them. So I'll have one of my family members pick that up for me because I'm obviously taking care of bigger things, so I can't be there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things. There's a lot of places where I would love to go, but I can't go nowhere. I have to stay put and get all these things accomplished.
Yeah.
And we're doing what we can where we can with limited funding. And that being said, for all you guys that helped donate it so far, thank you very much. Y'all see where it's going back to. We're doing everything we say we're doing. We're not just talking about doing stuff. And I'm saying that because within the assets world and the redemption program and all this other crap, they keep talking about things that they're going to put their money to. Right. So I'm selling assets because I'm actually doing it already.
Right.
Everybody got their plans to do this and plans to do that, and we're doing it because Dad's telling us to do it, and he's providing the resources. There's times where I want to do something and I can't do it, and then something comes, someone comes along and says, "Here, put this towards that," and it's like, okay, here we go.
So you're basically using your personal money to fund these events at this point.
I don't have no other choice.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't have no other choice. So all of the money that I've been earning for my products and for the assets, we've been putting it back into what we're doing, which is help somebody today campaigning.
Right.
I'm helping everybody. Like, I'm sure they're wondering how the hell Mom may able to do it. I'm sure everybody's wondering that, but
Yeah.
I trust Dad takes care of it, and it does get frustrating sometimes because I want to be able to do more and I can't because these fucking bastards haven't paid me yet.
Well, the what I want to point out is many of the other, like, we'll call them wealthy people in the world, or even corporations or charities, whatever, They collect all the money and they do photo ops. Oh, we did this, we did that. They get their photos and they make everybody feel good. You're actually, you've got skin in the game. You're putting your personal money on the line. You're paying the vendors, paying this, buying that, giving this away. And you're being very, very generous with it. So everyone, like the kids have a sports event that they enjoy. The kids have entertainment that they enjoy. There's a lot of food giveaways. There's the school supply giveaway that people are actually getting stuff that they wouldn't have otherwise had.
Right.
So
And I'm also helping businesses grow
yes,
and even establishing businesses.
yes,
And the cool part about it is Sue's witnessing it. So she knows that I'm doing it.
yeah, yeah.
So
So people, there's so many people out there that need help, and you've been generous. You just, when you're told to do it, you do it. You don't worry about where the money's coming from. You just do it.
right.
And just wanted to point that out because like all these other companies, like, they've got the photo ops, like I said, and they might do some good even, but is it lasting is the question. Is it real, truly something that they're going to continue doing? So,
Well, that's the benefit. Sorry to cut you off, but that's
no,
the benefit from what we're doing is because is it's going to be endless. It's going to be, even though I'm putting up my own money to get it all started,
yeah,
but eventually there will be a time where I won't even have to put up no money because everybody else will see and witness and hear about what I've already done, and
right.
they're going to want to participate where I don't have to, stress out about getting something accomplished for the children
Yeah,
because
yeah,
that's the end goal of it all. There's nothing, there's no hidden agendas. There's nothing. It's just having a kid friendly event, and it's necessary because when all of the children stop disappearing, they're going to need somewhere to go and hang out and play and stuff like that where it's safe, which is why we have security at all the events. We got undercovers at all the events. We got armed undercovers at all the events. We even have karate experts at all the events. So everything is about the children and protecting them, and then giving them a place where we can, spark their hidden talents, if you would. Because if you
yeah,
go to one of our events and you see someone painting face, you might want to be a face painter or whatever it is.
yeah,
You see somebody floating back and forth in the water, you might want to do that. There's so many things that will come out of these events, and it's endless opportunities and endless things that will come out of it. Is basically what I'm saying.
a lot of these kids also don't have the opportunity to experience some of the things that you'll be bringing. Like, for example, at the one in Destin before, you had an animal show with, I don't know all the animals, but for example, a hedgehog. And the kids got to touch the snakes, they got to touch the turtles, the hedgehog. There were
Right.
horses there. Like, that is a really cool experience when you're a little kid, you know? And then
Yeah, and
interact.
the fact that your parents didn't have to pay, all they had to do was spend their gas money or maybe a hotel room or whatever to get
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
I mean, you can't beat that.
yeah. Yeah. And then like again, up in New York, you're doing the food giveaways and the Birmingham will have a food giveaway. So again, a lot of the people need help right now. So that is something that it's going to give them an opportunity to have fun, to have new experiences, and also to get, a box of food, which is
Right,
amazing.
right. Well,
Yeah.
we just got off the phone with some diplomats, and they love what we're doing, and they're putting us under their wing. And they have access to the world's biggest food banks there is. So they're all excited about it all, and they can't be stopped because they're diplomats. So um, everything Dad told us we would have, it's literally forming as we speak.
Awesome.
So they're not going to be able to touch or do anything to any of us that are doing these Help Somebody Today campaigns. We're protected off we're protected by dad, period.
Right.
But now we're protected, you know, country by country, where we have diplomatic immunity to take care of what we got to take care of because we're missionaries, if you would, right? That being said, I've already told you guys that none of this stuff will last for too much longer, where you're not going to be stopped to go into a certain place to help and protect and feed and restore the people.
Yeah.
And it's happening. It's happening. There's no way around it. There's no way around me. There's no way around daddy. You guys fucked up this planet, and I'm gonna restore it, and I'm gonna do it in a way where I'm in your face, and there's nothing you can do about it. So if you want to fuck around, you're gonna find out. Most of you are already finding out. So that's where we're at with it. We're going to continue these campaigns, and we're literally changing the world. We've changed the world, period. You know how I speak in future terms because we've already done it. We've already did it. It's pretty much over. We're walking into that reality where the world is at peace and everybody's helping and sharing and giving and you know and just creating wonderful new gadgets, new everything. It's so overwhelming sometimes when you think about all of the cool things that are happening, and you just wish people would just hurry the fuck up and catch up, right? but but it is what it is.
Well, it's shocking to me how many people have been resistant to some of the stuff you've been trying to do. Like, you've been trying to hold events elsewhere and you've got nothing but trouble from like the venue or, it's like, or you'll say we're a humanitarian group and blah, blah, blah. We're doing this for free. We're, what you just said. And they're like, well, it'll be an inflated price.
Well,
They want more money,
right. Well, I was just telling a cover from COD Music and Umbrella Studios in New York that you have to keep in mind that a lot of these individuals are involved with the human trafficking and the child pedophilia. So when you run into those type of resistance like that, 9 times out of 10, that's what they're involved in, and they don't want that because then, you can't serve two masters, if you would, right?
Yeah.
So you're either going to violate the children or you're going to help protect the children. You're not going to do both. So when we run into these type of things, and we have been, you're the witness. That's what we have to keep in mind. These people that are resisting all of these cool things from happening or wanting to stop it is because of that, and they're all involved in it, all the way up to the top, all the way up. I mean, this is for an example, the sheriff that just killed the judge, right? He killed the judge because the judge was secretly raping his underage daughter. They're doing it to each other. So this is the problem that we've been running into. These people that don't want these things to happen, help the children, help somebody today campaign, all the cool events that we're going to be happening, that's going to be happening with or without their approval, by the way. These are the type of individuals that don't want it to happen because they feed off of the children.
Right.
And some of them can't even stand to be next to a loving child because of the energy the child broadcasts. That's why they would rather have them in a cage somewhere in the house where they're not running around, because the children themselves broadcast a certain energy that they can't be around only when they're getting ready to consume the child. So this shit gets real deep. And I'm telling you guys what's been happening nonstop everywhere. And also, you're starting to see more and more evidence of the shit I've been telling you guys for years.
Right.
For years, on the dot, on the fucking, right on target. Boom. Smarty said that. Smarty said that. Oh shit, he said that too. Oh shit. Oh. Hello, I'm saying it because it's coming from dad. You can't make this shit up.
There's so much you've told us that is being confirmed. It's almost mind-boggling, you know,
Nonstop every day.
nonstop.
As a matter of fact, 2 or 3 weeks ago, I told you guys that Dad said the fucking avalanche of information is just yeah, spilling out all over your asses. It's hard to keep up.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's where we're at with that.
Well, I've had a good time watching a lot of the memes, like the Diddy memes and all that. It's people are so creative and they really make it fun. And the election memes too. You know, just it's a ridiculous thing to watch, but the memes make it fun.
Yeah. It's I mean, that's what was needed because you got millions of people now sharing memes where public opinion is literally now meme
Yeah,
and it's traveling the world because everybody's fucking sharing it everywhere.
totally.
You know, there's some days where I see a meme, I think it's cute and I think it's funny and I like it, and the next thing you know, this shit's everywhere.
Yeah,
And then I post it after the fact, but I saw it months ago.
yeah. I,
So
I I put something out last week on Facebook and I forgot all about it. My cousin called and said, man, I defended you. And I was like, what do you mean? And she said, you're mean. So I went out, there were 78 people fighting. The fur was flying. Now I don't even remember what I put out there. So I looked at it and then I just laughed, like, let them argue. Really. It might even open some eyes. You never know.
oh well, it's definitely opening everyone's eyes, including the ones that have been resistant. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
I just made my own little meme, right? Because I do my own shit too,
Yep.
where it says everybody thought I was crazy, and now they're going to find out I'm the Galactic King, right? Because a couple years ago I was fucking super crazy. Don't talk to him; he's a fucking nut, right? And now it's like, yo, we need to talk to Smarty.
Yeah. Now you're only mildly crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm the king of crazy, crazy
Yeah.
cool
Yeah.
at that.
Yeah. Family thinks I'm crazy too, because I have belief systems and things that are inexplicable, but and I'm doing these videos with Deanna and I'm learning more and more and more about these points in history that have been convoluted. We've been taught wrong, and it's just really mind-blowing stuff. And of course, you've hinted and all of that, but we haven't gone deep into each topic, but it's shocking how our public opinion has been influenced by events. It's been crafted.
Right.
Shocking.
Well, they're gonna wanna eventually when everybody wakes up, they're gonna want to know more, and we're the ones to go to, right?
Yep.
Because we know it all. Um, Dad has given us enough information to be able to validate everything.
Yeah.
And if you look at my track record, it's pretty phenomenal if you ask me. And all you got to do is go back and watch some of the videos where you'll see that I was talking about the same shit you're witnessing
Yeah.
years ago. Because why? Because how? Because time doesn't exist for me, like I keep saying. And I can see shit happening from a mile away and from thousands of years away. And I'm going to continue to tell you fools what's going to happen. Oh, we got two moons. We actually got more than that. So it's all happening. It's all happening. And I'm excited because Dad is allowing the uncloaking and all the special forces, meaning the galactics and the angelics, become more and more visible where they don't have a choice. They don't have a choice in the matter. And you see in more and more videos of their puny ass um, space jets or space force bullshit, and we're still running around circles around them.
Right, right.
And we're actually freezing them in the air. We're doing all types of stuff. You know, like how you gonna beat your creator? You can't. He created you. He knows what the fuck you're gonna do before you do it. So
Amazing.
yeah,
Amazing.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's where we're at with it. We're changing the world, and we're doing it in the in your face type of way, and that's the reason for the censoring, because they don't want people to see that this man over here, he's got unusual abilities, and everything he's saying is coming to pass, literally to the fucking T. So of course the censoring is real.
Right.
Now what happens when Dad says, "Okay, enough is enough. Here's your ships. Go on your ships, broadcast to the world, to the entire globe at the same time, in multiple languages at the same time." What are you going to do then? How are you going to censor that? You're not going to be able to. So that's literally that's my end goal for the whole world waking the fuck up at the same time. That's what I would like to do. And because of their decisions, I strongly believe that that is the case. That's what's going to happen. I do know that there is going to be a massive uncloaking, right? Where everybody is going to be like, um, it's we don't know what to do because they're everywhere. What the fuck is happening?
Yeah, yeah.
So that's where we're at with it. That's where we're going. And it's because they chose not to do what Daddy told them to do. They listen to my calls every fucking day. They listen to me being stressed out about not being able to fund something. Do you think they give a fuck?
They prefer it that way.
Right. And I prefer it my way too, because I get to eliminate their dumbasses.
Yeah, yeah,
So it's cool.
yeah. So, for most of us, we're like, how much longer? We're impatient. When? And also how? And, it just when I get to the point where I think I can't wait any longer, I look back and I see how far things have come. And then I'm like, I dig back in. We'll wait as long as it takes to do it right. Even though it might take a little suffering on our part, which a lot of us are in those situations, hang in there. We're getting closer. You can feel it, you can see it.
That is right. That is
Yeah.
right. You can feel it, you can see it. I'm gonna give you something that somebody just texted me right now.
Okay.
Um, let's see. 15 banks and credit unions exchanging foreign currencies.
Does it say what country or whatever?
It's here.
In the US?
Yeah, it's here. So
Are you
um
close by?
well I do know I did overhear something about a regional. So you might want to go check that out.
I'm
Uh
just joking, really, but
yeah, well I'm not. Your banks, there's certain banks and there's certain credit unions that are exchanging. So go find out and report back to us.
holy shit. Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's sweat. Okay. So if everybody could do that, that would be like really, really exciting. I mean, that's not something we could do this second, but can't hurt.
If you're driving and listening, you can do it this second, wherever y'all
Yeah.
at.
Yeah. Wow.
So,
Well, so basically what's happened, for you personally is you have contracts for, substantial funds. We'll just put it that way.
right,
And they're just dragging their feet about paying you. And then, of course, it's going to trickle down to the rest of us and the other folks out there. Um,
right.
and we've seen Benjamin Fulford talk about Social Security, and then we're going to get more money and blah blah blah. None of that's happened yet, right? So everyone is dragging the money because no one wants the common person to have anything. Because why? Then they are free. They're not totally free yet, but we're freer when we have funds.
Well, I wouldn't say no one's. It's the cabal that don't want the
That's what I
common
mean.
person with fun with money,
Yeah.
because it puts a dent in their in their operation, and their operation is literally, you know, um, it's literally like a fish market, right? However, it's not fish, it's children, right? Because that's what they do. They feed and eat and harness blood and all that. It's children. Why the fuck would Israel would have a skin bank? You know what I mean? They do nothing but feed off of the children the way we do with cattle, chickens, fish, blah blah blah. Since they've been in the financial realm, they've been able to suppress people and do the things that they've been doing because of the financial status of everyone. And when you're in poverty, you would do anything. You would do anything to get out of poverty, depending on type of the type of being Dad created you to be.
Right.
Because there's a whole shitload, a ton of us that wouldn't violate the children the way they are. Right. So it all depends on what type of being you are. Some beings were made to feed off of blood. Some beings were made to eat certain things, just like certain animals eat certain, other things.
Right.
Right. Snakes eat crickets or whatnot. Right. So they were made to do that, made to do what they're doing, made to operate the way they are. Yes, you were programmed and taught these type of things, but at the end of the day, you had a choice, and whatever genetically, whatever
Right.
genetics you have, you went to that side of the dark side. But
But people can also be controlled and influenced by, the mental, breaking their mental construct, like they're reprogramming them and all of that,
right,
convincing them that they're gay, convincing them that they should do this or that or whatever. But that's not common, but it is happening more and more that we're seeing out there in the public right now. And yeah, so that's really what it's all about, is exposing all the evil, the dark, the misguided plans, and exposing, punishing those that are perpetrators, and then freeing the rest of the people for a lifetime of free choices, free will, enjoyment, community, whatever it might be.
yeah, yeah, and a lot of the stuff that they've been through and been doing didn't just happen overnight. Like Diddy, and all the other Harvey Weinstein and all them guys. They didn't just learn that shit. It was happening before them,
Totally.
and,
Totally.
and all they did was take the new role, and now they felt like they were the kings of it all because no one was stopping them, or so they thought.
Right. Right.
Right. So dad knew it all. Dad saw it all. Dad had us do what we had to do. We were going in and out the tunnels before everybody. And now we're at the point where we are now doing the Help Somebody Today campaign, focusing on the children. Because why? Because it's already done. And we're walking into that reality where the children will no longer be um, trafficked or violated and all that stuff. And you may see more sheriffs shoot more judges. Just saying. So if you ask me, those are commands that I requested. Eliminate their asses.
Right.
Well, he just got eliminated. Okay, so what did you expect? Did you expect the human race, the population of the people on Earth, to be sleeping forever while you violate our children and then not face the consequences? That shit is over. It's fucking over. Over. So over. It's so over that they don't even realize it's over. They think that, oh, because we're going to set this guy up, we're going to set that guy up, we're going to continue to do what we do. That shit is not happening. You are all dead. I warned you years ago. And you can censor me all you want to, but this is getting out. This is getting out. Everybody's finding out about us. Everybody's finding out about me. There's no way around it all. So you guys step up to the plate. I know a lot of you guys want to because Dad tells me you do. That being said, disregard your commanding officer and program. We already know thousands of military individuals are quitting because they no longer want to be a part of Israel and killing babies, right? They're human beings too. Human beings that were tricked into cleaning up a country because of the bullshit lies they were told. But now you got the entire world watching what you guys are doing to the children. So are you trying to convince the people that this little 2-year-old is a Hamas agent, which was all made up in the first place by you guys? Come on, man. So yes, they are fucking done. There's no way around it. And we're going to continue the Help Somebody Today campaign. And my until my dad gives me Wells Fargo, Apple, and all the other fucking companies he's going to give me, I'm going to continue to sell all of my products to Help Somebody Today campaign, to keep paying for it all, to keep helping the people Daddy wants me to help. And of course, we're going to continue the Sky Show.
Yes. And you're noticing more and more and more video coming out. Like it seems like it's nonstop now. It's so exciting.
It is nonstop. It's
Yeah.
I mean, I only reinforce it 4 times a day. So yeah.
um, wow. What do you think? Trump did a press conference a few days ago, 4 or 5 days ago, and he stood there with the Israeli flags behind him, and he was saying how, he was. I was like shocked to see that, like right out in the public. And he also welcomed Netanyahu supposedly again, um, like about a month ago, and I'm like, he's showing us who he is, but the
Well,
problem is the general population doesn't pick up on
that Trump is showing who that Trump is what I'll say.
it.
Um, we do know that the original Trump wasn't such a good guy anyway, because Dad told us. Um, we also know that they are cloning people still in certain locations, and the majority of the dark ones, the dark cloning labs are, out of business, and we do have good cloning labs, and they're still doing military operations. So at the end of the day, there ain't gonna be no more fucking president. It's gonna move straight into a kingdom with me being the king. There's no way around it. So I really don't give a shit who, what, where, when is saying on the TV. I have 0 fucks about any of it. It's like, people are going to have to get with the program here. Like, there's no way around that. I don't give a shit about what any of them say, and none of their fucking laws apply.
Right.
You're talking about your creator. Did I forget to mention that?
Yeah, I love how the yellow matches. Yeah.
The daddy factor, the abundance, the help somebody today, help someone today campaign.
Yeah.
It's all designed by Daddy. He's the one that's having me put things together. He's the one that's having me make these CBD products, right?
Yeah.
He's the one that's making me do it. I help the individual of this, the supplier, start everything up. Well, I didn't help them start it all up because they were already doing small things, but I put them in the position to be able to produce gallons of this, right? And that's what this is all about. This is healing stuff. So you got CBD oil that's infused with my frequencies. What do you think this thing would do for you? Right? We already know what CBD does. we already know there's different types of CBDs. Now imagine having every single one adjusting to the human body right in one spot because of the frequencies. It's a game changer right there. Okay, that's a fucking game changer.
So this is organic CBD oil that's been infused with all the healing and protective frequencies.
Right. That's right.
So CBD is good for chronic pain, inflammation, anxiety, arthritis, relaxation. There's a whole slew of things that CBD helps with.
That's right.
This is a purely sourced organic CBD, but the benefit is that it's been infused with your healing frequencies. So all you would do is put a dropper full under your tongue and hold it there for a while. Is that correct?
That is correct. And the CBD itself, because of the energies and frequencies, will regulate to what the body needs.
Right.
Adjust to it.
Right.
Just like the holograms, just like the products. So Dad wants us to back these type of things up because I don't know if you guys have been noticing, but we have. All of the good supplements that were really beneficial to the world have been taken off the shelves in the last 3 years. Literally been taken off the fucking shelf. So that's why Dad wants me to do what I'm doing. We got we got Moringa oil. This stuff was taken off most of the shelves. Not only that, they took it and they diluted it and made it into some Moringa juice or what the fuck, right? And you have the no worries logo there.
Yeah.
Because we're the ones backing it. We've neutralized anything that may have been in it or whatnot, but where I'm getting it from is it's an organic source.
Pure source.
Right. So that's what we're doing. We're going to be doing more and more of these type of supplements and different types of health and wellness lotions. We got lotions. We got sunscreens. We got all types of stuff.
Right.
That's boiling. That's brewing. Right. We have to do what we're doing with these things because, like I said, they've been trying to stop it. They've been trying to take all the good stuff that's super beneficial to people off the shelves.
Right.
So what better way to bring it back than to have me involved in it?
Right. Right. So just like the CBD, the moringa oil, you would put a dropper full under your tongue. It's organically sourced, infused with all the healing frequencies. And for those that don't know, the moringa tree is called the tree of life. It's got anti-aging properties. So right there, we all want to drink it by the gallon, right? But it it helps with diabetes and prevents heart disease. It helps with menopausal symptoms, regulates your blood sugar, all sorts of great things that it does. And also good for stress management. I mean, you can look all of this up and it will give you a list of healing properties that it offers, but this is a very pure source that you can get through Smarty's Corner, right?
That's right. That's right.
Right.
We got a whole bunch of new we got a whole bunch of stuff coming out.
Yeah.
And it's going to be under the health and wellness tab.
Okay.
But these are some of the first ones we just started.
Okay, and they are on your website right now.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I know you just had a like a dog tag come out, but it's a Bling dog tag. I don't remember what you called it, but that just came out, right?
Yeah, I call it the military Bling tag.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, this was actually on crowdfunding. So those of you guys that crowdfunded it are getting it early.
Yeah.
Now we do have the people working here are pretty much on vacation. So if you haven't got your stuff, it's because our team deserves a break too. So they're getting their breaks. And you guys will get the products when Dad wants you to. So there's no worries there.
Right.
But me, I work nonstop.
Yeah. The average person sometimes needs a little recharging.
Yeah, good thing I'm not human.
Yeah, yeah. Now the sweatshirt you have on, is that a new one as
Yeah,
well? Okay.
yeah.
Because I mean, it really pops with the abundance and it matches your hat, of course. But it's always important to match.
Well, we're working on all types of different things. I'm even working on a magnetic motor. I'm working on all types of cool stuff
Yeah.
that's that's is changing everything.
Yeah.
And we'll have different prototypes, different options, blah blah blah. And because it's me, I want them to come at me. I
Yeah.
really do. I want you all to come at me because
Yeah.
you know why.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. So do you have it seems to be all right, so you just brought the blue cologne out about a week or two ago?
I think about a week or two, maybe
Okay.
three.
So that's out on the website now as well. And I know some people had ordered it, but I thought you had done a commercial for
Yeah,
it.
it's still in the process.
Oh,
I just gave you guys behind the scenes stuff.
okay. So when that commercial is like official, you'll put it out on your Telegram group.
It'll be on Telegram, but it'll also be posted all over New York too.
Cool. How cool is that?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, you know, Dad always told me I was going to take over CNN and social media, different media outlets. So the money and everything is cool, but I think the information is key because the informational warfare, whatever they want to call
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So when you take out or take over certain institutions like that, then I can say whatever the fuck I want because I own it.
Well, it's for sure going to be entertaining and fun, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Smarty's on at 2 o'clock. Oh shit. Let me get that.
Everybody's going to jump to their TV or whatever, their computer, you know?
Right, 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 right.
Yeah, that's going to be so fun.
I was also invited on Gaia TV by Emery Smith too. So we still we got a lot of things going on. A lot of things going on.
Now, when you do that, will you dress in a sweatshirt in your regular outfit, or would you like wear a suit?
I don't know. Daddy made me buy a suit recently. I don't like me in suits. It ain't my thing.
Yeah,
I'd rather be in a robe and shit.
yeah, yeah. Okay, well, how interesting and exciting is that?
Yeah, it's very very interesting and very exciting.
Yeah, yeah,
The more and more they try to stop us, the more and more Daddy shows us why they can't, and that's what everybody should see and understand that despite what we're going through and how the attacks are being more and more violent and evident, right? You got violent attacks happening from spirits, literally. They knocked my brother off the jet ski and he broke 5 ribs and he was just going straight. No waves, no fancy turns or nothing. So, those individuals, those because of that, we were able to take out their whole squad and healed my brother, rapidly. So they don't like that, of course. So they're constantly attacking. But however, you guys lost. You guys lost. You all. I don't know if everybody got to listen to that interview with the White Knight, right? Did
that's
you?
that spy balloon thing.
Right. Did y'all get to listen to it?
Yeah,
Okay. Well, he's validating some of the shit that we're doing, and he's validating the ET and the demon factor, right?
yeah,
And if you all caught, he did say that TLS that one group of individuals called TLS had to step in and help them and whatnot from the Jason interviews of the disclosure parts where they were talking about certain people, certain abilities, blah blah blah. Okay, well those guys have to come to the light and do the right thing too, or I'll eliminate them too. So, you know, At the end of the day, they all know who the boss is, and they're all finding out that you can't beat the boss because the daddy factor. Um, in that video, he kept on talking. He kept on talking as if he was fearing for himself and fearing for his life and fearing for his children. I don't give a shit. If you want to try to take out one of ours, go right ahead. You're gonna create an all-out war. So carry on, because I know at the end of all this shit, I'm bringing my children or my family members right back into these chambers. So go ahead, make my day. I don't worry about nothing. I have no fear whatsoever.
Let's say you got a CIA operative, or, we'll call him a bad guy, a current bad guy that feels trapped. Okay, they don't know how to get out and still live or whatever. What are the steps you would recommend for them to do?
Well, I would recommend him or her talking directly to dad, letting them know, letting dad know that you want to do the right thing and for dad to show you the way. Once you do that, we will show you the way and we will protect you.
Right,
Otherwise, I'm taking you too because I don't give a shit.
right.
Your Central Intelligence Agency program is nothing compared to me. Nothing. Zero.
So that request would, you could make it silently. You don't even have to speak it verbally. It could be to yourself, but it has to be sincere. And you could just say, I need help and I don't know what to do. Just make up your own words. You don't have to say anything. Just ask for sincere assistance and ask
Right.
to, for clarity, ask to come to the light, ask for the right opportunities, and it will be granted. Maybe.
I'm telling you guys this because that's the safest way for you to get the message to dad without anybody hearing what your real intentions are.
Yeah.
Okay? So if you don't want the people around you knowing that you had enough and you want to turn to dad, that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Because we are all full telepathic, especially dad.
Yeah. Yeah. And a lot of times, like, we don't understand. Okay, so we don't, so ask for clarity. Just like, I don't know what to do. I don't know, ask. That's the best you can do.
That's right.
Right.
It's safe. It's safer that way too,
Yeah.
because like I said, you know, once you start asking daddy, source, God, creator, he knows who you're talking to.
Yeah.
He's there with you every day.
Yeah.
He's actually the one telling y'all, stop what you're doing. Smarty's real. Don't make me have to send him.
Well, I've got to think that we'll call them these bad guys, these misguided people. They're the ones that are furthest from daddy at this point. They don't, you know what I mean? That it's not part of their habitual way of thinking or being. So for them, it would be harder, maybe. So you don't have to do anything, just ask. Anyway,
um, yes. However, those individuals are already gone
okay.
because dad already, he knew they weren't going to change.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
we took them already, which is why things are lighter, which is why we're able to do certain things and not have any interference. The only ones that we're dealing with now is some of the dimensional ones still, because people don't even realize they're dimensional beings. The demon face, the reptilians, blah blah blah, and the hardcore ones of those that dad knew were not going to change are already gone. The ones that we're dealing with at this point in time are the ones that still have a chance. And I just showed y'all and told y'all how to do what you thinking of doing, which is abandon ship and join the winning team.
right, right. Worth doing.
Well, considering it's a soul type of thing. Yeah, it's very worth doing.
Yeah, yeah.
Very.
Yeah. Okay. Um, so lots are happening. You're working simultaneously on everything. It's really good that we kind of had this explanation of some of the products. You're still working on the little box for the car, and I knew you said you had a new design idea and you were working on that. So you'll let us know when things are ready for us.
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
slash the world.
yep.
Yeah.
And the excuse me, the first ring that Daddy had me make, which was the octagon shaped one.
Yeah.
This one we're going to be putting on sale next week. It's
Yeah.
it's still a powerful ring, and Dad wants us to get these rings out there.
Yeah.
So we're going to do a real nice sale on these. So look for that.
Okay.
And of course, all of my earnings is going to the Help Somebody Today campaign. Dad has already allowed me to have some of the cool things that I wanted. Some of the toys. We got jet skis and vehicles and stuff like that. And now it's time to put the money where we're supposed to be putting it. And that's I'm saying that to say this, that you are allowed to have all of the nice fancy things that you want. Okay, that is not judging you, and actually he's rewarding you with those type of things. So once you exchange and you take care of yourself and your family, you get nice cars, blah blah blah, you're comfortable, get to work.
Right.
That way all of those nice fancy cars and things you have, you can enjoy it when your downtime is. That's what I do. He allowed me to get the caddy I always talked about for years. I barely drive the shit. But remember, he told me I can have it. Remember years ago?
Mhm.
And now I have it. So he let,
Well,
he let me have it.
there's no shortage of things to be changed and improved here on Earth at all.
Right, right.
Always going to be projects. But one of the questions I often get after we talk is humanitarian projects once the wealth transfer happens. And people want to know if there's a place that they can, join up with their projects or if there's an organization of some sort. And there are already some groups that have been formed that we've done some research on and all
Right.
that. And I'll just say it this way. If you want to like join forces, that kind of makes sense to all put focus on one project. But I think that's going to be more prominent in the future once it happens, right? You'll organize us in some fashion.
Yeah, well, I've always said it that Dad was going to have us all coming together. So he's showing you guys right now. We've already started the Company of Heaven Help Someone Today campaign, right? So everywhere you guys live at, we're
Right.
going to bring these type of events to your location, and then you fund it. When we go overseas and do all types of other stuff, we're going to go over there and we all fund it. And every location is going to be different, right? In some place you might have some, like for instance in Africa or Zimbabwe or something, you might have face painters riding some fucking elephants. We don't know. And then we've already made the contacts with people like Moses West and Maxwell to get the free energy and the water machines and all these type of different cool things, right? And these guys still lack things, and they're lacking me, but they don't know they're lacking me. So um, we're all going to be doing all types of can't all types of humanitarian stuff, but majority of us will be under my umbrella because of the protection that it provides.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying, everybody?
Yes.
Because Dad is involved in what we're doing here, so he's protecting everything that we do. And all we have to do is say, okay, Dad is saying do this, Dad is saying do that, go do this, go do that.
Right.
Now we've been telling people that recently. Dad's saying to do this, Dad's saying to do that. Some people do it, some people don't. Some people might like to be in the Jonah effect, right? Jonah and the whale shit. That's not my problem. I told you what Dad wanted. Now you just got to deal with whatever he pushed you through for not doing what he wanted you to do. Um, that being said, it's simple. Put your bullshit beliefs away and listen to what me, B are telling y'all to do. When we get to that point, even now, and at that point, you see my track record. Everything that I'm saying is coming to pass. So if I'm telling you Dad is saying to do something, just do it because you're going to see why. So we are the most powerful humanitarian force that's forming as we speak. And there's no way around it. There was even a post about 6, 7 years ago on Dinar Chronicles or Dinar.com or Dinar Recaps or one of those fucking websites where it said, where it literally said Sananda and his humanitarian force is coming. Well, we've been here for a while. They just didn't know it or wanted to believe it. And now we're in your fucking face. So there's no way around it.
Yeah, they don't want to believe it because it's not something they can control. And also it's not appearing the way they thought it would or the way they were told it would.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I mean, I can always put a white robe on and jump in a Cadillac. That's got horsepower.
Put on some sandals.
It's white too. I already got sandals. I wear sandals every day.
So great, isn't it? I am very excited about having you come out to the world and they're going to be like, what? That's not Jesus. That's not, whoever. It's going to be fun, isn't it?
They don't know what the hell. They don't Most people don't even care, to be honest. They just want to live.
Yeah.
And they want to stop living paycheck to paycheck. So they're not looking. They're too busy. They're too busy trying to survive, right? So they don't.
It's by design.
Right.
It's by design.
Right. But however, that is putting us in the position to liberate them from that and slowly educate them as we continue with the Help Someone Today campaigns and then start the Move campaign.
Right.
At some point in time of their lives, they're going to be like, holy shit, this is fucking real.
Yeah.
He is real. He is here. It is him. So I mean, I'm not shoving nothing down nobody's throat. I tried that. That shit didn't work. I just got pushback. So
Yeah.
now Dad is just saying show them. So what better way to show them?
Yeah.
What better way to do it than by showing them? Now we're showing them that this is very real. This is Daddy driven. He's guiding us. He made me the king of everything because he wants the changes to occur. And we're doing it. And that's why I'm the king.
Oh.
And I'm a galactic king at that, the galactic overlord. It's not just Earth. Like the people down here, their brains is like this, right? So imagine how I feel when I gotta fucking wait for everybody to catch up. And then my children, they're on the same page as me, right? They gotta wait for everybody else to catch up too because they're out of this world already. You seen how Sophie operates? It's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. She's grown. She's
grown. It's exciting times, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So for those that want to buy the products or investigate the products, you can go to smartiescorner.com. I'll put that into the description and you'll be able to look at all the products. And, if you don't know the benefits of Moringa oil or whatever, go research it. It's like there's so many benefits. You just put a dropper full under your tongue and let it stay there as long as you can. And it does take a while to get into your system, I think, to really take advantage of it. But it's also got all the healing frequencies in it.
Right.
Yeah.
Also, Dad told us to start doing the seminars and events and what Sue was doing, the Empower Light Expos and all that
Yeah.
stuff. So we'll be getting that going shortly. He was telling us this afternoon that he wants to shoot for February, bring everybody in, and certain individuals like Barbara O'Neill and Dr.
Bobby Price.
Robbie Price and others. So we got to get things going, and we're going to need people's help by purchasing things from my website to get these things accomplished. Until we don't have to do any of that stuff, where they just start paying everybody's files out for this, these humanitarian purposes.
Yeah.
Because that's why everybody's in the GCR, RV redemption programs, to do all of this humanitarian stuff. However, you got these guys playing God and not letting the fucking funds go.
Right.
So, since they want to play God, Daddy's playing Daddy and sending me to take them to him.
Right. Right.
So,
do you have a donation button on your website, like for these events, or like it would be a great idea. Like, let's say I wanted to donate toward an event or whatever, if you had a link that I could donate to.
we do have a donation button on the website. However, they're taking the arm and a leg from that. So probably the best bet would be like Zelle.
Zelle.
Because
Okay.
it goes straight to Wells Fargo. You already have my cell phone number out there. I guess the donation buttons will be easier also, and then the Cash App. The Cash App is always I use Cash App all the time.
Yeah.
Apple Pay is one of the bigger ones, safer ones for all of us. So Apple Pay, Zelle,
Okay.
Cash App, and the donation button. Y'all know I don't ask for it. I'm just answering Sue's question.
Yeah. Well, I'll ask for it. So if you have extra money and you want to fund anything, even if it's $10 or $20, that would be appreciated. And it sounds like Zelle, Cash App, or Apple Pay would be the preferred way to donate.
Right.
Yeah. And if you have any questions, you can contact me and I can give you that info or whatever. Oh, you can send it to me. What the heck?
Yeah. It don't matter to me. Don't matter to me. As long as things get paid for, I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah, we had someone donate yesterday, which was a significant amount, and that's going to come in very handy for the events. And so we have upcoming Birmingham, Sunday, October 13th. Okay. And then we have Destin, Saturday, October 19th.
Right.
1 to 5. So those events are coming up, and we've had people ask about them. But if you're in the area, that would be fun to attend.
Yeah.
See what it's all about. And these are just like right now, entry level, they're ground level, and everyone will be a little bit different. Destin one this time is completely different than the first one.
We just ordered 2,000 bags for the Company of Heaven giveaway bags for the kids. I don't know, I'm not sure if everybody knew, but I bought jump ropes, chalks, big pieces of chalks, whistles, fidgets, bubbles, all that type of stuff. Threw it in the bags, even glow sticks. Threw it in the bags and gave it away.
Yeah.
So we just bought a bunch of that. Cost between 2,500, 3,000, and the donation that came in covered that. Now we can use that for something else.
Yeah.
So everything is going back to these events, and everybody that's participating. I'm not going to put names out because you know how people like to attack. So that being said, I'm just going to thank everybody publicly. Thank you for donating to Help Someone Today campaign.
Right. It all comes in handy, and even if you wanted to volunteer, that would be a great thing. So, there's always, I think, room for volunteers at every event, and it's only going to be expanding. So this is going to be something that's going to be worldwide.
Yeah, I would rather you guys just come out and help out. I would rather do that because then I can meet y'all too.
Yeah, yeah. Excellent. It is fun when we all get together, especially after we've known each other for years and we get to
Right,
meet face to face. It's like so, it's like you already know the person, so it's so fun, so
right,
beautiful.
right, right, right.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, it feels like we're at a good wrapping up point for today. Do you have anything else you wanted to talk about? Any new products, any new happenings out in the world that we need to know about?
Well, there's a lot of things coming into this reality from different dimensions, and it's very very exciting. I expect a lot of changes in the next couple of weeks. Um, there's a lot of things that will and will not happen because it wasn't supposed to happen, and we're just going along with Dad's beautiful plan to restore planet Earth, and
Yeah,
turn it right side up after they've done a successful job of raping and pillaging the entire globe across the board.
yeah.
Um, so there's all types of exciting things happening. You know, I don't know where to start. There's so many things happening.
So I just had a question on the comments for how does someone volunteer for an event? So if you want, you can contact me and tell me like where what you're interested in. I'll give you details and you can help. Oh, we do have some Facebook pages for some events. You can share the graphics around that sort of thing, and we can keep you busy. That's for sure. So
Well, all you gotta do is show up. I
yeah,
mean, I post the flyers of the events. Like for instance, this one here. This one here is 1 to 5, right?
yeah,
So obviously, before one, we're all there setting up and organizing things. So if you want to come to this event, be here that day
yeah.
or the day before, whatever. Make contact with everybody here, and we can wake up and get to work. Same thing with all the other events. All of the events are time stamped or date and time. Right, the 19th. The one in Birmingham is the 13th, and I'll be there too. So
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
just show up, pull up, like
Yeah.
like the youth say, pull up.
I'm kind of a little more type A. I'd rather have that organized, but that's just me.
Hey, however you guys want to do it, it's fine with me.
Yep.
You know,
Yep. But yeah, we can always use help. There's never a shortage of things to be done.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Always something to be done.
The magician that's coming for this show, he's really really good. I took my brother to check him out, and my brother was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah,
So, and you met him before too.
I
So,
did. He's
he,
fabulous.
yeah, he's really good. He's really good, and he's got a lot of connections to even people in Vegas. So these events are going to get bigger and bigger and
Right,
bigger and bigger and bigger.
right.
And Dad's in control of everything, so we are allowing the process and getting shit done. No,
Yep.
no way, it is what it is. That's what we're doing.
Right. Right. All right. Well, thank you so much for your time. It's always good to catch up. People are always curious about what's happening out there.
I know, nosy.
Curious.
No, but eventually we'll all be hands on with everything, so it's
Yeah,
cool. It's cool.
yeah, yeah.
All of you guys that just been sitting home wanting to be a part of something. I mean, you've all been working, um, using your energy like I trained you guys, and because of you all doing and taking my method serious, we're at this point now.
Yeah.
And we gotta continue to reinforce, the would be controllers to release the funding and release it so that we can continue to restore our planet. Um, we're going to be doing this stuff nonstop where not being a part of what's happening is going to be it's going to be,
You'll be disappointed.
yeah, you'll be all by yourself, and nobody's gonna want to talk to you because you're not doing shit.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Oh,
gonna
what's
feel
the
it's gonna feel uncomfortable not to help someone.
Yeah, I wanted to mention, you had told me like a week ago that some individuals, we were talking about how we're gonna call it the bad guys can convert over to the right side, to save themselves. Some individuals had contacted you, I guess it was last week for protection. And when you said it, you meant like contacted you out there, not like called you. So that can be done as well.
Yeah, it was the vampire.
Yeah,
How
cool.
I keep saying not all species are bad.
Yeah,
There's good and bad in all of them. Okay, well, a lot of beings are reaching out to us because they're witnessing the things that we can do, and they're realizing that there's nothing that they can do against us because who made them?
right.
I'm a million times faster than them too.
Yeah. So this is, for those that are out there that want to save themselves, now's the time.
Now's the time,
Now's the
and I
time.
can't stress that enough. Now's the time.
All right. All right. Thanks
All
so
right,
much for
we're
all
good.
your time. Appreciate it.
All right, love you.
Love you too.
Love
Bye-bye.
all you guys.